Hello students, in this video we are going to see ARM core extensions from module 1. Okay. See, ARM core extensions are standard hardware components which are placed next to the ARM core. ARM core hardware, embedded hardware components we have seen. Apart from that, we need still more hardwares to improve the performance, to manage the resources and provide extra functionality, and these are designed for providing flexibility in handling some particular applications and all. Okay, each ARM family has different types of extensions. There are three hardware extensions: cache and tightly coupled memory, memory management, and coprocessor interface. Okay, so first one, cache and tightly coupled memory. Okay, so cache memory, we know where it is placed and all, we have already seen in embedded system hardware. Okay, cache memory is placed between ARM core and main memory. So this is used to speed up the data transfer or communication between ARM processor and main memory, right? Okay, so this cache memory can have two different kind of architecture. One is von Neumann style architecture. So in this architecture, it combine the we have combined cache memory for data and instruction. Okay, and this combined cache memory for data and instruction is called unified cache memory. You can see in this diagram we have ARM core, then logic and control, AMBA bus, main memory. See, this is cache memory. Cache memory is common for both data as well as instruction. This is called unified cache. Okay, then the second architecture is Hubbard style architecture. In Hubbard style architecture, we have separate cache for data and separate cache for instruction. You can see here ARM core, logic and control. This is data cache memory. This is instruction cache memory. Okay, AMBA bus and main memory. And here you can see TCM, tightly coupled memory. Okay. Uh, so these kind of this hardware style architecture can be used in real time applications. So in real time applications, we all know real time application means deadline will be followed very strictly. The task, each of the task must be completed on time. Okay, so in that kind of applications, cache memory provides overall increase in performance, but in real time systems it required code execution to be done on time. No, means it need to be deterministic. To achieve this, we can have tightly coupled memory. So tightly coupled memory is, appears as inside the memory only, inside the memory map, and it can be accessed as fast memory. So memory is divided into two, memory and fast memory. Uh, Fast memory in the sense it is tightly coupled memory which can be accessed for the real-time applications. So it is inside the memory only, we can access it as a fast memory. So fast memory means TCM. TCM can be used for real-time applications. Okay, so we have seen two types of architecture, von Neumann and Hubbard style architecture. So in both the cases we have different cache type of cache memory. No? So if we combine, what will happen? So if we combine both the type of architecture, we we can increase we can have both improved performance and also predictable real time responses. Okay, so in this diagram you can see the combined one. Both architectures are combined here. Okay. Second one is second core extension. Second core hardware is memory management. So we all know embedded system is having multiple types of memory, and also to manage this we need some hardware, no, to manage the memory. So there are three different kind of hardwares to manage the memory. First one is not protected memory. It provides no protection. Second one is memory protection unit, MPU, providing limited protection. Third one is memory management unit, providing full protection. And if you see the first one, non-protected memory, it is very little, and it provides very little flexibility, and this can be used in very small embedded application. Okay, second one, memory protection unit. It provides limited protection, and this can be used in the applications in which the lesser memory space can be used. So if the application is using lesser memory space, then the memory mapping, the complexity, everything will be less, no? So this management or protection also can be less. So in that kind of applications, we can use this memory protection unit. Then the last one is memory management unit, which provides full protection, and it is the most comprehensive memory management hardware which is available on the ARM processor, and these are designed for more sophisticated operating system applications which needs multitasking. Okay, then coprocessor. Coprocessor means it is a supporting processor only. So coprocessor can also be connected along with the ARM processor to support ARM processor. Okay, this is to extend the ARM processing features of the core processor. For example, a few operations cannot be done by the ARM processor. Example, like we can say floating point operation. So that time some coprocessor which can do floating point operation can be connected along with the main processor. So these coprocessor are used to extend the functionality of main processor. Okay, and one more example, ARM, the coprocessor 15. This ARM processor uses this coprocessor 15 to manage the memory, TCM, and cache memory. So like that, to support the main processor, another processor we can connect. So these processors are called coprocessor or supporting processors. Okay, thank you.